If you were lucky enough to get an invite to one of the Schwant family Oktoberfest parties back in the day, you might have gotten to try an early version of this beer. It's the Schwantoberfest, one of Bauhaus's most popular seasonal brews. We headed over to their Northeast tap room to talk with Matt Schwant about how Bauhaus became one of Minnesota's premier lager-making breweries.
Gemütlichkeit. In German, it's really the embodiment of a toast to everything that's good in life. When I was practicing law and not enjoying life to the fullest, about 7 or 8 years ago, I decided that it was time to take my passion for craft beer from the garage into a commercial setting. We just felt like we could bring a little something different to the table, both in our beers and in the way that we approached our craft brew brand. The beers are predominantly lager styles. That's a little bit different for craft breweries that normally focus on ale styles because they're a little less costly to make and a little less challenging to do right consistently. Well, we decided to invest in the time and the tank space and in creating recipes that we felt were really going to represent sort of a new, more modern approach to craft lager brewing. And that's what we set out to do, and that's kind of what we have done over the years. Bauhaus, the name, actually comes from the Bauhaus School, which was a very famous modern art and design school. Modern at that time, but even modern by today's standards, that existed just up to World War II in Germany. At the Bauhaus School, lived by a very special philosophy that governed a lot of their decision making, and we kind of do the same thing here. And that's this idea that work, play, and celebration should all be given equal weight, and that they should all be intertwined. That time of year, my favorite beer drinking season of the year, Oktoberfest. And that's what I've got right here in front of me. It's our Bauhaus Schwantoberfest, true to style, German Märzen beer. Probably my favorite Bauhaus beer that we produce, actually. I used to brew this beer as a home brewer for backyard Oktoberfest parties that I used to throw in my Southwest Minneapolis house. We just brought the party over to Bauhaus and we decided to brew this beer on a commercial scale. It's a true lager packed with Prosit and celebration. It's got just all the classic hallmarks of a German Märzen. It's got a toasty, malty profile without being cloying or sweet, a moderate hop profile. We actually use some Mandarina Bavaria hops in this beer, so it's got a little bit of a mandarin orange and tangerine nose, along with some of those floral German noble hop aromas that you typically associate with German-produced beers like this. Last year we debuted a brand new mix pack, the Freeze Box, and it had 4 brand new exclusive beers, and we're bringing back one of the beers that you guys liked so much in that pack, the Bleetboxer Bock. So that's actually going to be sold in the 12 pack, but also as a standalone 6-pack. In addition to that, we've got 3 brand new beers that are super killer. We've got a double dry hop hazy IPA called Hopulo Nimbus, that's fantastic. We've also got a new oatmeal stout. We've never done a stout before, or at least an oatmeal stout. It's coming out. It's called Oat Simulator. And finally, we've got a really fun beer that I enjoy. It's a Norwegian Kveik fermented Pilsner. That's our Freeze Box mix pack. We're super excited about this year. It's gonna look really cool, brand new design, really fun. 3 brand new beers. Again, perfect for fall drinking weather. Thank you to all of you beer dabblers out there for your support. We support you. We love craft beer. We love that you do too. Gemütlichkeit and Prosit.